Eva Hart was one of the most famous survivors of the Titanic disaster. She was only 7 years old when the Titanic sank on April 15, 1912, after hitting an iceberg. Her memoir and testimony have remained powerful reminders of the tragedy. Born in 1905 in London, she boarded the Titanic with her parents, Benjamin and Esther Hart, as second-class passengers. Her father, who perished in the disaster, put her and her mother on a lifeboat, ensuring their survival. In the years following the disaster, Eva Hart became a vocal critic of the handling of the Titanic's maiden voyage, citing the lack of lifeboats and general overconfidence in the ships. Her first-hand account of the events is notable because she vividly remembered details, including the sudden jolt of the iceberg's impact and the eerie calm before the chaos. Her recollections gained renewed attention when the wreck of the Titanic was discovered in 1985 by Dr. Robert Ballard, which definitively confirmed that the ship had broken apart during its descent into the Atlantic, a detail long debated by historians. Hart had always believed that the ship had split in two, and this discovery validated her memory and the accounts of other survivors. Eva Hart passed away in 1996, but her story remains a poignant part of Titanic history. Eva Hart was a remarkable survivor of the Titanic disaster, and her memoir offers a unique and touching perspective on the tragedy. At just 7 years old, Eva boarded the Titanic with her parents in 1912, and her experiences during the voyage and the sinking left an indelible mark on her life. Her father, Benjamin Hart, had a strong sense that something might go wrong during the voyage, and he remained cautious. On the night of April 14, 1912, when the Titanic struck the iceberg, it was Eva's father who helped her and her mother, Esther, get into a lifeboat. He remained on board and was one of the many who tragically perished. Eva and her mother were among the survivors who were rescued by the RMS Carpathia. Eva Hart became one of the most vocal and famous survivors of the Titanic disaster, speaking out against the lack of lifeboats and the failures that led to the catastrophe. She often described how the band played as the ship sank, and her memories were vivid. Eva's memoir gives readers a rare, first-hand look at one of history's most infamous maritime tragedies from a child's perspective. It wasn't until 1985, when the Titanic wreck was discovered by Robert Ballard, that the full extent of the ship's destruction was confirmed. Before that, survivors had debated whether the ship had broken in two. Eva Hart was among those who believed that the ship had indeed split, and the discovery of the wreckage proved her right. The memoir of Eva Hart offers not only historical insights, but also a deeply personal account of loss, survival, and resilience. Through her story, we gain a greater understanding of the human side of the Titanic disaster.